I haven't had issues with Puffy. I don't like him. Like, I don't like things that he do.
Right.
To make me uncomfortable.
So speaking of,
but I don't have that thing where I like, well, we ain't had no thing. I wasn't sending nothing at him, big. If it was on the street side like that, we would be actively doing things to each other.
right.
And we wasn't doing it. Right. So, but Jay definitely not that. That's definitely not. It's just being competitive. I always go into what would I do in a situation like this? Like when that type of thing happens. Like,
there's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager. And we were speaking about just the statement.
right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was, yeah, that the statement is something from, you can tell it was written by a lawyer. Because there's a point where it kind of gets aggressive. He says, like, you're going to find out, like how I'll handle this. Like, and that's an attorney want to be combative with another attorney. That's not like your publicist wouldn't say those things.
This is on your
Put that out.
yeah, this is on
50?
yeah, it says I don't know what's going on, but are we still going to have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm asking for Kendrick. You know, I'm just trying to figure out if we're still doing everything the way. Because look, they will fall back, but the NFL, they won't necessarily be associated to that.
Right. Why do you not insert yourself, but you're on top of every topic, right?
Yeah. I'm just watching. I'm participating. I'm being part of culture. I'm just telling you my opinion.
Right.
Look,
Because you're part of the
this,
culture.
Like I can't say anything now. I'm out of it. I'm like I'm going to Dre's studio and just sit with Dre a little
Right.
bit. And then maybe I stay out of trouble.
Nah.
Did Diddy really do something to Jay-Z that could change everything we know about their relationship? According to 50 Cent, the answer is yes. And what he said has left fans shocked. Diddy oaked Jay-Z up real bad that day. Those are 50 Cent's exact words. But what does he mean? Is this about a betrayal, a hidden scandal, or something even darker that the public hasn't uncovered yet? In today's video, we're diving deep into the shocking revelations that have set the internet on fire. From the long-standing feud between 50 Cent and Diddy to Jay-Z's mysterious silence as these claims come to light, there's so much to unpack. Could this be tied to Diddy's current legal troubles, or is it something entirely different, something hidden in the shadows of their intertwined careers? What makes 50 Cent's statement so explosive is that it raises more questions than it answers. Why did he choose now to make this claim? And how does it fit into the web of controversies already surrounding Diddy and Jay-Z? Fans are eager for answers, and so are we. Stay with us as we piece together this puzzle, exploring every clue and theory while looking at how these revelations might reshape the public perception of three of hip-hop's most iconic figures. You don't want to miss this. Did Diddy really do something to Jay-Z?
It is a new hour here on Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to bring to you. It was being reported by TMZ and now Fox News. We are learning that Jay-Z is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. That is new in the Diddy lawsuit, and the new allegations are just coming out this evening. Jay-Z is being accused of raping a minor along with Diddy at a MTV VMAs after party back in 2000, according to documents obtained by Fox News Digital tonight. The lawsuit, which was initially filed back in October, was refiled tonight in New York by an anonymous accuser claiming Jay-Z, whose full name is Sean Carter, raped her while Combs and Celebrity B watched. So that other celebrity was not named. Initially, the lawsuit stated Combs raped the minor while Celebrity A and Celebrity B watched. Carter was named as Celebrity A in the refiled lawsuit. Representatives for Jay-Z did not immediately respond to Fox News' digital request for comment. Combs and Carter allegedly, quote, took turns assaulting the minor, according to the lawsuit. Many others were present at the after party but did nothing to stop the assault, it alleges. The 13-year-old girl was dropped off at Radio City Music Hall by a friend as she wanted to attend the MTV Video Music Awards back in 2000, according to the lawsuit. In an attempt to gain entry to the venue, she began approaching limousine drivers waiting outside the celebrity-filled event. One of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for Diddy, the lawsuit read. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that, quote, she fit what Diddy was looking for, not allowing her into the awards, but inviting her to an after party.
50 Cent has ignited a firestorm of speculation with his claim that Diddy fucked Jay-Z up real bad that day. The comment, cryptic yet provocative, has left fans and critics alike wondering what exactly went down between two of hip-hop's most influential moguls. Could 50 be referring to a personal betrayal, a professional fallout, or even something more sinister? This statement raises more questions than answers. What makes 50 Cent's words so compelling is his knack for blending sharp wit with insider knowledge. His track record of calling out industry giants adds weight to his claims, making this more than just idle gossip. Whether this was a financial maneuver, an emotional blow, or even the exposure of a long-held secret, the implications could be explosive for both Diddy and Jay-Z. As the dust settles, the internet is ablaze with theories, memes, and debates over the true meaning of 50 Cent's remark. One thing is certain, when 50 speaks, people listen, and this revelation could be just the tip of a much larger iceberg. With the hip-hop world now on high alert, everyone is waiting to see if more details will emerge, or if this will remain another tantalizing mystery in an industry built on intrigue and power plays. 50 Cent's long-standing feud with Diddy. To understand why 50 Cent's statement carries such weight, one must delve into his contentious history with Diddy. Their feud stretches back years, marked by a series of public jabs, sarcastic remarks, and relentless trolling. 50 has never shied away from taking shots at Diddy, often mocking his lifestyle and making unflattering insinuations about his character.
One person who was always anti-Diddy and was always speaking about Diddy as a problematic person was 50 Cent. And it turns out that it's just been announced that he's created a docu-series on Netflix. I can't wait to see this. The other end of that, every person who has tried to speak out about this, who has tried to speak out about the industry, the type of people that are controlling the industry, the attacks that people face from the media if they try to speak out, is always the same. They're called crazy. And an example of one such individual who went through those sorts of attacks is the actor Orlando Brown. He was on Disney, and I remember everyone telling us that he was totally insane and deranged when he was saying a lot of things that at the time sounded crazy, particularly about Diddy. Take a listen.
The requirement is you gotta say no to Diddy. If it's new booty in the building, you know he gonna get it.
Don't take your girlfriend to a Diddy party.
You can take the but he wants you.
Diddy, to me, is the fall guy. We are still seeing a major effort to protect the big names, just like with Jeffrey Epstein.
One of the most infamous moments in their feud came when 50 openly mocked Diddy's alleged freak-off parties, events that have been shrouded in controversy. From rumors of questionable activities to alleged NDAs designed to silence participants, these gatherings have become a recurring theme in 50's criticisms. His social media posts have often walked the line between humor and accusation, keeping fans entertained while leaving Diddy in a perpetual state of defense. The alleged incident between Diddy and Jay-Z. At the heart of the controversy lies 50 Cent's enigmatic claim about Diddy fucking Jay-Z up. But what could he mean by this? Theories range from a business dispute gone wrong to a deeply personal betrayal. Some speculate it could involve financial dealings, given the immense wealth and influence both Diddy and Jay-Z wield. Others suggest it might pertain to secrets from their shared past, perhaps something related to the darker underbelly of Hollywood and the music industry.
We've got some breaking news to get to. A civil lawsuit has been filed against Jay-Z, saying the rapper raped a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The suit alleges that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, raped the girl after the Video Music Awards alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The victim says she was invited to an after party after being spotted by a limo driver and was then assaulted by both rappers. Jay-Z is calling this a blackmail attempt. He released a statement on social media responding to the lawsuit, and Texas attorney behind the legal action saying in part, these allegations are so heinous in nature, you have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I look forward to showing you just how different I am.
What's particularly intriguing is how this alleged incident fits into the larger narrative of hip-hop rivalries. Jay-Z and Diddy have long been seen as allies, occasionally working together on ventures or appearing at high-profile events. However, their public camaraderie doesn't preclude the possibility of private tensions. Could this revelation signify a crack in their carefully curated public personas? Diddy's current legal troubles. Diddy's legal challenges have cast a long shadow over his career in recent months. Facing allegations of trafficking, racketeering, and potential links to coercive behaviors, the once untouchable mogul now finds himself under intense scrutiny. A series of Homeland Security raids on his properties revealed alarming evidence that further fueled public speculation. The fallout from these investigations has been swift and severe. Diddy's reputation, long associated with wealth, power, and influence, is now tarnished by allegations that suggest a darker side to his empire, while no formal charges have yet resulted in convictions. The damage to his public image is undeniable. His silence in the face of these allegations has done little to quell the storm, leaving many wondering if there's more to the story than meets the eye.
All right, welcome back to Law and Crime, everybody. So we are covering this live hearing that is happening downtown in federal court in Manhattan regarding Sean Diddy Combs. There was a hearing, short hearing between the prosecution, the defense, and the judge regarding evidence, regarding discovery in this case, and it seems it's progressing its way towards a May 5th, 2025 trial date, but I'm not going to talk about it myself. I want to bring on Elizabeth Milner, who is actually in that courthouse for us. Elizabeth, so good to see you. So two things for you. A, if you could briefly describe what the scene looked like, and more specifically, what did you observe of Sean Combs, who was in that courtroom? And B, what happened in court? What were the big takeaways?
Hey, Jesse. Great to see you as always. Today was a little bit different in that I got to the courthouse got inside the courthouse, I should say, about 15 minutes before 1 p.m. That shows you how early I was in there. And I was actually surprised to see less amount of journalists there kind of waiting for this hearing to get started. And so, comparing that to last hearing where it was just a ton of journalists just waiting to get inside that courtroom, this time was completely different in that it was probably about less than 20 journalists altogether. So when we were all kind of ushered up into the 15th floor this time, as opposed to the top floor like the last hearing, it was a lot smaller courtroom, but still the similar makeup of the courtroom. So you have one side where it's going to be Diddy's family members, it's going to be the general public, maybe some extra defense lawyers or those who work for the defense side, at least, kind of sitting over to the left side. And then on the right side where I was sitting, it's going to be all flooded with journalists, as well as some other members of the prosecution team who kind of help with that case as well too. And so we all went up to the courtroom probably around 1:45 today. We're waiting to get this hearing started. It was interesting too because this time around, Diddy was brought in first. He was brought in about a couple minutes after 2 p.m. today, and we were all kind of waiting to see. We had heard mumblings that his mom might be in courtroom, that we were waiting for the children, but then nothing happened. But then, in another twist and turn, the children...
Amidst this chaos, 50 Cent's commentary on the situation has added a layer of intrigue. Known for his sharp wit and willingness to tackle controversial topics, 50's remarks about Diddy's legal woes have resonated with fans and critics alike. Whether his statements are grounded in concern, rivalry, or a desire to dominate the narrative, one thing is clear: the revelations surrounding Diddy have the potential to reshape the landscape of hip-hop and celebrity culture. Jay-Z's ties to Diddy and the silence surrounding it. Jay-Z's long-standing association with Diddy has been a cornerstone of hip-hop culture. From joint ventures to public appearances, their partnership has often been presented as a symbol of mutual respect and shared ambition. However, in the wake of Diddy's legal troubles, Jay-Z's conspicuous silence has raised eyebrows.
Rap and media mogul Jay-Z now accused of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. Now, this lawsuit was originally filed back in October in the Southern District of New York, listing Diddy as the defendant, but it was just refiled today to include Jay-Z now, whose real name is Sean Carter. Of course, he's the husband of Beyonce. The anonymous accuser alleging the assault occurred after she was driven to an after party following the MTV Video Music Awards. The suit says she was offered a drink that made her feel, quote, woozy, lightheaded, and felt like she needed to lie down. Shortly after, the suit claims Jay-Z and Diddy entered the room where she was resting, eventually sexually assaulting her. And now, just in the last hour, we are hearing from Jay-Z and his team of lawyers. They are denying the claim and say that they are the victims of blackmail, saying, quote, I will not give you one red penny, and my only heartbreak is for my family. Joining us now to break this all down as it's happening, News Nation Law and Justice contributor, former FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffendorfer. Jennifer, thanks for staying with us on this.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And so we just received a response from the victim's lawyer, really just in the last few minutes. Take a look. This is on social media. A lawyer, Tony Busby, saying Jay-Z has, quote, tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff, but his conduct has had the opposite impact. He goes on to say that the allegations speak for themselves and he will let the facts come out in court, not in the media. What do you make of this real-time back and forth that we're seeing between these two parties tonight?
Well, it is interesting, and I think it's because Jay-Z came out so strongly and said, listen, I'm going to go after you. And then he filed a suit quickly on the heels of the other suit against Busby and the accuser. So because of that, you're seeing this taunting sort of back and forth in the media.
Could Jay-Z's lack of commentary signal a desire to distance himself from Diddy, or is there more at play? Some speculate that Diddy's ongoing controversies might expose secrets that could implicate others in the industry, including Jay-Z. Their shared history includes lavish parties, high-stakes business deals, and a cultural influence that has defined generations of fans. 50 Cent and Jay-Z, an on and off rivalry. 50 Cent's relationship with Jay-Z is as complex as it is contentious. Over the years, their rivalry has been punctuated by lyrical jabs, public digs, and moments of begrudging respect. From accusing Jay-Z of exploiting his partnerships to questioning his authenticity, 50 has consistently found ways to challenge the Brooklyn icon's legacy.
He was saying put Nas on the record.
Oh, and Jay and Nas were beefing at the time.
Well, he just won.
Oh, wow.
That was right after you did.
Well, who won that one to you?
Nas won.
Easy.
Yeah.
Why do we not remember that? Like,
because he just Nas won that battle.
It depends which records we use.
That's crazy. It's called Ether and someone for a reason.
Yeah.
It's not called
like Takeover was way harder.
But nobody calls damn you really took him over.
Yeah,
you ethered him.
That ether, that shit that make your soul burn slow.
You got people there. Look. Who's best is to the actual the fans' perception of the artist. Because if they're really passionate about you, then you're the best.
He left Rockefeller after that.
Yeah.
He said,
I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas.
Wait, we rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. And he's like, I think I gotta buy Def Jam.
That was kind of crazy.
I need a new label.
That was
One of the most memorable moments in their feud came when 50 accused Jay-Z of manipulating his way to the top, suggesting that his rise was not entirely based on talent. These statements, though controversial, have sparked debates among fans about the true nature of success in the music industry. Despite these clashes, there have been moments when 50 acknowledged Jay-Z's influence, underscoring the nuanced dynamic between them. Now, with 50's comments about Diddy and Jay-Z, their rivalry is once again in the spotlight. Whether his remarks are aimed at reigniting old tensions or shedding light on hidden truths, 50 Cent's role in the unfolding drama cannot be ignored. His perspective, though polarizing, often provides a window into the behind-the-scenes realities of hip-hop's power players. Diddy's freak-off parties, a web of allegations. For years, Diddy's infamous freak-off parties have been shrouded in controversy. These events, characterized by their opulence and exclusivity, have become the focal point of numerous allegations, including coercion, exploitation, and abuse of power. Attendees allegedly signed NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, fueling speculation about what truly transpired behind closed doors.
And I want to start with Tania Wallace, who claims she's been at a freak-off and said she saw children, and it was hard for her to say it.
It was very hard for her to say it, Ashley. So what she said was that she was flown out from LA to Miami by the Saudi prince. And they ended up eventually on Star Island at one of Diddy's parties. She says, you know, among many other things, I mean, she goes into detail. This, she says, happened in 2018. She says that she walked into the house and there was a cluster of adults around what she described as little people. And they were dressed up as Japanese Barbies. I forgot the name. It's Harak something. You can help me out here. It's a certain type of Barbie. Anyway.
I know the name, but I've forgotten it. But go ahead.
Yeah. So the this was a threesome. What you would ask me about earlier about Tania Wallace, she said there were more than 100 people at that party, including at least 4 celebrities. But this, what you're talking about now, was a threesome, and that's something that the U.S. attorney even referenced. And his lawyer in an earlier documentary we did, he was describing threesomes. He says it was all consensual. So yes, what we're told is that this male sex worker was flown out to various locations over a couple of years: Miami, New York, Los Angeles, and one other. And they would meet in hotel rooms, and Diddy would often watch as he would have sex with this woman who was associated with Diddy.
The parties, hosted at luxurious estates and yachts, were frequented by A-list celebrities, influential figures, and rising stars. While some participants described the events as extravagant celebrations, others painted a darker picture. Claims of unethical behavior and exploitation have surfaced, with reports suggesting that these gatherings involved activities that crossed legal and moral boundaries. 50 Cent's role as a whistleblower or instigator. 50 Cent has cemented himself as one of the most outspoken voices in the entertainment world. Whether he's exposing perceived injustices or fueling feuds, his candid commentary often dominates headlines. In the case of Diddy and Jay-Z, 50 has positioned himself as both a whistleblower and an instigator, using his platform to shed light on controversial topics while simultaneously stoking public curiosity.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. I look and I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? And so you image yourself after a gay painter. Your big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Is 50 genuinely concerned about the darker aspects of Hollywood, or is he leveraging these revelations to further his influence? His consistent willingness to call out industry giants like Diddy and Jay-Z suggests a mix of personal vendetta and a desire to expose perceived hypocrisy. Critics argue that 50's approach often blurs the line between valid criticism and attention-seeking behavior, but his impact on public discourse cannot be denied. Public and celebrity reactions. The revelations surrounding Diddy, Jay-Z, and 50 Cent's claims have sparked a wave of reactions from fans and celebrities alike. Social media platforms are flooded with discussions, ranging from outrage and disbelief to skepticism and support. The hashtags tied to these allegations have trended globally, highlighting the widespread fascination with this unfolding drama.
I went through years of a hater. You're a hater. You want this and that. I'm just watching. Like, I look at things and go, when you see the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay, I go, oh shoot, like. Then I think about it, I go, that had to be there. So when I was saying that he was missing, he just wasn't actively being out there because they was dealing with that.
Wait, do you think there's truth to the Jay thing? There's no way.
Like that. Look, you know what's like if you say, I have this thing where I'm conflicted when it takes you 20 years to remember something happened to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I go, oh, so 10 years, 20 years later, it comes back. And it's like all of Puff's problems are coming from the ministers touching little boys.
What you mean?
The laws are the way they are because you know.
That's what's your and Jay's issue?
It's just competitive stuff.
It's really
music.
just competitive.
This is what I'm saying. When it gets past actual art, like actual music, and you're trying to block something that's in business, then it feels weird. It feels like we should be having beef. He said that to you? Like,
okay.
Wow. I get that.
Like, they'll speak to your temperament. Like, say, you know, if 50's a little crazy, he'll say anything. You see what saying anything did to Kanye. He never left that part of the creativity. Like, he would go back. When you don't see him, he's back. He's in his regimen of the studio.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, he kind of, they can't, you can be as good as him, but you can't really beat him at that. Because you have to put all your energy there.
And you're just not going to do it. Once these guys get famous, they leave the studio.
And they go, and the thing that makes him feel good is he
While some celebrities have expressed solidarity with the alleged victims, others have chosen to remain silent, perhaps wary of becoming entangled in the controversy. This silence, however, has not gone unnoticed, with fans speculating about who might have knowledge of the events in question. The entertainment industry's tendency to protect its own has also come under fire, with calls for greater accountability and transparency. What's next for Diddy, Jay-Z, and Hollywood? As the allegations against Diddy grow more detailed and the implications for Jay-Z come under scrutiny, the entertainment industry faces a moment of reckoning. 50 Cent's provocative statement, "Diddy fucked Jay-Z up real bad," has added fuel to an already roaring fire, pushing these issues further into the public eye.
Saved my life, man. We're Sagittarius too, man. Thank you so much.
Diddy has now caused problems for Jay-Z. I told you guys I've seen Jay-Z at the Diddy parties several times, but Diddy parties and Diddy After Dark are two different things. I want to go on record of saying I never saw Jay-Z at a Diddy After Dark party. Then again, I wasn't there, so I don't know who was there. But I know that I saw Jay-Z at the Diddy parties, all of them. Now, Beyonce and Jay are usually in the house when all of us degenerates are in the backyard. I think this is an opportunity to have a conversation.
A lot of people in Hollywood are perverts, they're drug addicts, they're idiots, and they believe in their own magic. They think that they are gods. What's happening in Hollywood? We are realizing that they are just false idols, that these parties were taking place, the amount of drugs, having these Airbnb owners talk about, the cocaine they allegedly found the next day, just debauchery parties, these openly fields. So I think it's very good. Like I said, I think nature is healing. People are starting to see these people for what they are.
For Diddy, the path forward seems fraught with legal and reputational challenges. The ongoing investigations into his actions, combined with the public backlash, could result in significant consequences for both his career and legacy. Jay-Z, though not directly implicated in the current legal cases, may face mounting questions about his association with Diddy and his silence amid the controversies. Hollywood itself is not immune to the ripple effects of these revelations. The entertainment industry, long criticized for its culture of excess and impunity, is under increasing pressure to confront its systemic issues. From coercive power dynamics to the exploitation of talent, the fallout from this scandal could inspire meaningful change or reinforce the status quo, depending on how the industry chooses to respond. At the heart of it all, the public remains both fascinated and disillusioned. As fans, critics, and media outlets dissect the latest developments, the demand for accountability grows louder. Whether these revelations lead to justice or simply fade into another Hollywood headline, the story of Diddy, Jay-Z, and 50 Cent serves as a stark reminder of the complexities behind the glittering facade of fame. So what do you think? Did 50 Cent's shocking claim finally bring something to light that's been hidden for years? Or is this just another chapter in hip-hop's never-ending saga of rivalries and secrets? Whatever the case, it's clear that the dynamics between Diddy, Jay-Z, and 50 Cent are more complex than ever. As we've explored today, the connections between fame, power, and controversy run deep in the music industry. Diddy's legal troubles, Jay-Z's silence, and 50 Cent's bold statements are just the tip of the iceberg. What happens next could change how we view not just these artists, but the industry as a whole. We want to hear from you. What's your take on 50 Cent's claim? Could there be more to this story than we know? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the latest updates on stories like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.